Hello, Mr. 0060X for part 27 of Not Another Falling Game, NAFCA. Last time I had a hell of a crap video. I'm not happy with my performance last time whatsoever. Yeah, I somehow still managed to get through the half of the stage 16, but boy, I played like an absolute putz last time, just going left, right, and centre on ridiculous stuff. I do want to say in my defence, I do think the difficulty in stage 16 here, compared to stage 6, is massively more than it has been from going from 1 to 11 or 2 to 12, 3 to 13, 4 to 14 or 5 to 15. There's been, I feel like, a massive step up in difficulty, actually. Even though I've still managed to clear the 10 screens in about 40 minutes worth of gameplay. But, yeah, I don't know. Some of those early screens in the beginning of stage 16 felt very long, very convoluted and drawn out, and very frustrating with a few difficult manoeuvres in. But, hey-ho, I managed to get through them somehow. So yeah, let's progress on with screen 111, and yeah, like I said at the end of last part, I'm immediately noticing that there are no save points or no intermediate save points on the screen like there were previously. So yeah, once I got the switch on the original version, I got through the spike. There was a save point here, and I didn't have to do it all in one go. This time, unfortunately, I am going to have to do it all in one go, and that includes pulling off that bloody manoeuvre there, which planes. I'm harping back to my commentary now from... I just randomly shout out plane. Harping back to my commentary from last part where I completely forgot the name of that type of manoeuvre. But yeah, it's a plane, isn't it? Obviously, yeah. Don't know how I forgot that, but oh well. Oh, thankfully it goes away. Oh, thank goodness I don't have to do that going upwards. Okay, this isn't so bad. I'm still not thrilled about the fact that I have to do that plane, but... Oh, no! But this isn't actually... I mean, obviously it's harder than the one on stage 6 when it was flipped the other way up, because I've got the saves in between, whereas I've got to do it all in one go. But this hopefully shouldn't be as difficult as I expected it to be when I first saw it. But as I say, it still means I've got to pull off that manoeuvre, which I have managed to do 2 times out of 3 now. So I seem to remember that the bit with the red blocks actually probably giving me the most trouble on this original version. So probably going to be the same now, is it? I'm probably going to die most on the first part, just again because it's the first part. But yeah, maybe the most difficult bit actually is the bit with the red blocks. I don't know. I'd still bank myself more on that than on the downward plane, funnily enough. But yeah. Maybe I shouldn't be, though. Ah, I'd align myself better than that, please. Yeah, well, yeah. And again, if only I'd managed to pull it off the last manoeuvre, first go. I wouldn't have to keep worrying about it now because I can't pull off the first one anymore. I think maybe that's what I was doing wrong. I need to jump a little, just a little bit before the drop to give myself a bit of extra time to be able to make a move, either left or right, to get through the gaps. Okay, that's not too bad. With a 2-minute introduction, that took about 2.5 minutes or so, so not too bad. Okay, this one looks like, yeah, nothing, no gimmick or switches or anything to it, just good old-fashioned needle. It is a symmetric stage, isn't it? So I think I commented as much on the original stage 112. There's nothing I can do from... Yeah, that doesn't help me in any way, shape or form, does it? Unfortunately. Oh! Ugh. Dang it! That doesn't look too bad, in all honesty. I'm hoping this won't take too long. Not that I'm hoping anything takes too long, but, you know. And again, I feel like somewhat this first manoeuvre is actually... The first couple of manoeuvres is probably the trickiest bits of the stage. Not that jump, goodness sake. Be dying to that. I already played complete crap last part. Let's not have a hangover to this part. Oh, come on, please. I'm not optimistic about the way this is going to go if I'm going to be dying to that nonsense. Seriously? And now I'm thinking about that manoeuvre. Like, I cleared it, again, probably like the first 2, if not 3 times, without a care in the world. And now I'm overthinking it and thinking, well, do I have to do something special to do it? Obviously not, but ugh. Right, secret. There are 2 invisible triggers in this chamber. After you trigger them, just follow the stream near my foot. Okay. So yeah, let's go up here again, just make sure the first trigger is not here. Did it say switches, actually? The only annoying thing about that is a small. In fact, I can't even speak to you again now. Let's reset that. I want to speak to you again and just catch exactly which word you said there. 2 invisible triggers in this chamber. Okay. Right. Okay. So, okay, that's one of them, and the other one was from the playing. The original version of this was getting a long way up, or in fact, it would have been down. Sorry, I suppose. Initially down. And then back up again. Whereas this time, yeah, there we go. So we're doing it the opposite direction. So up first and then down. And I was actually worried about the way up this time. I'm hoping the way down should be okay. To be honest, I'm really hoping the way down should be okay. Good. And I think I just ended up jumping off the top of the screen last time to get to the secret. So hopefully we're going to do that again, and that will be where I need to go. And I'm going to call it. I'm going to say so now before we actually see the secret, or hopefully this is where I'm going to go. Last one, the secret to Stage 6 was a boss. So have we got that again? Have we got an upgraded version of that, or a different boss, or have we got something else? We have got the boss. It's still got 192 hit points. And I've got my auto gun. Let's see what we're dealing with this time. Is it the same thing? Or has it got... Okay, those look bigger. Is your laser going to be bigger? No. But you're also potentially going to have a move that drops spikes from the ceiling, or maybe the floor, or rise up from the floor. I don't know, but those things are different. Those things are... They go away a lot quicker, but they're obviously bigger. Okay, it's mini. Okay, they're mini spikes, and they're from the floor rather than the ceiling. Okay, I guess that makes sense with it being a true, ultimately true upside down version. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So hopefully nothing here is going to come as too much of a surprise. It's very similar to the original version of this fight. Just yeah, keep my wits about me. Keep plugging away. Try not to be. Wow! Did that phase in and out again? I need to keep a more watchful eye on that then. Yes, okay, they are disappearing and then coming back. Okay, so that's something to have to worry about. That's going to get really hectic, particularly if there are a lot of them as well. Because again, it looks like a completely free screen there toward the middle, but no, it was... they went away and then came back after moving a little bit. So yeah, this could be tricky. I'm actually most concerned here, funnily enough, about those yeah, whatever the hell they are. That's just sort of in the blobby things in the middle of the screen. So yeah, keeping track of where they are and where they're going to phase back in could be very problematic. Out of the way! I'm going to get lasered. Blast. Yeah, okay. But it's the blobby things, for want of a word, in the middle that are going to make this the more difficult fight. I think the laser is about as much of a muchness. I think the mini spikes from the floor are again probably about as much of a muchness. If anything, I'll probably end up preferring, or they'll be easier for me to dodge, or it would be easier to dodge spikes from the ceiling rather than mini spikes from the floor. But I don't think the change is that drastic. It's going to be those blobs in the middle of the screen, which are bigger and you have to really pay attention to where they've previously been. Like I didn't do there. I thought I saw the laser coming. I saw what looked like a safe spot, but no. One of the blobs was about to phase back in, fill the gap, and I got hit. That is going to be awkward. Very awkward. What? You lasered me. Were you charging the laser as well? I saw the red light come on to indicate the mini spikes were coming up from the floor, but did you also charge the laser? Or did it just come completely out of nowhere? I'm hoping you were charging that and I just didn't notice. Otherwise, do not want to be seeing that coming out of nowhere. Or I'll be right royally screwed. Oh my god, that is going to take... Well, I don't even say getting used to it. I am going to get used to it. I need to put more of a premium, I think, on trying to pay attention to the blobs rather than actually doing damage all the time. Like, I feel like I want to get as much damage in as possible, but the blobs are just going to make that difficult. I have to keep such a close eye on where's going to be safe and where's not, but I can't do that. I mean, I've only been going a little while, but I mean, yes, seriously, I figure that I'm actually going to have to get a little bit lucky to win this, because I can't deal, well, certainly at the moment anyway, but I know that is going to cause huge problems for me. These blobs phasing in and out, because I can't appreciate the fact that they're going to fill a spot and that the screen where they're just vacated is no longer is actually still a danger spot. I can't wrap my head around that at the moment. And now I'm at the bottom of the screen where I don't want to be. That was lucky the laser was a short-lived one. If it wasn't, I was done. Okay. Okay, laser. Okay, I mean, at the moment I feel like this is going pretty well. This has certainly been the best go I've had, let's put it that way. Oh my goodness me, that was lucky. No laser as well, no laser as well! You sod! What was I supposed to do about that? Oh man, that was a really good go as well. I had him down to 42, just still a fair number of hits, but I got 150 hits in there, and unfortunately, the pattern for where you moved, you did the laser, you had it on for a really long time, and you just completely cornered me at the top of the screen where I had literally no room to dodge it. How irritating. Oh man, that was a really good go. Also, some of these spikes, I mean, clearly they move at different speeds, but there were some mini spikes there that were still lingering around, like, you know, a good 20 seconds after you've done the initial attack where you put them in. Most of them seemed to go up quite quickly, but yeah, there was at least one there that was just hanging around forever. Oh man, the blobs, man, are just screwing with me completely. What looks like safety isn't, and not least when I'm thinking about dodging lasers and spikes as well. It's so hard to keep track of. I don't know whether the best thing to do is have a gung-ho approach here, or yeah, try and pay more attention to the blobs all the time. I really, well, actually, I don't think that's going to work for me. The blobs are just going to surprise me all the freaking time. I don't know how. I feel like I'm going to need to get fortunate here, because I'm going to be paying attention to the laser and the mini spikes, and I just need blobs to not be positioned where I want to move at the moment. This is, yeah. Again, what a massive step up in difficulty compared to the previous boss, which again I'm fine with generally, but I'm just slightly, I'm incredibly off-put by this boss at the moment, in a sense of feeling, how am I going to avoid those blobs? They're going to surprise me all the time, all the freaking time. Look at that! I thought there was a clear straight spot there, and all of a sudden 2 blobs just materialised. I think I'm gonna have to go more gung ho on damage. I really do. Trying to keep track of the blobs is gonna. Yeah, I need to win this fight quickly. I feel like. Laser. Ow, and spikes. Didn't appreciate that when they were coming. I mean, if you did less of... Don't... What the hell? Don't piss off screen for that long. No! Maybe you should have pissed off for that long, mate, or even longer, because then I would have not got hit. But yeah, if you do like less of the blobs later on, while there's other moves going on, then that will be helpful. But I'm not sure I've seen any evidence of that yet. There's so much to keep track of here. I want this done as quick as possible. Because the blobs are... I can't keep track of them very well. Not to say I can't not keep track of them at all, because that's obviously not true, but when there's so many on screen, it's so hard for me to appreciate where the safe spots are going to be. Yeah, okay, this is going to be a difficult boss, no question. Really? I probably got quite lucky that go right going down to 42. Probably a somewhat fortunate run, but oh well. Ah. Yeah, no, I don't want you off screen for ages. Then I can't hit you. Dang it! The problem is as well. I'm keeping I'm literally focusing so much attention on the blobs now that I'm not paying attention to the charge. And sometimes the charge seems like it's really obvious. Sometimes, I mean, other times it feels like it gives me no warning whatsoever. And when that happens, again, and it comes out of nowhere, I've got no chance of reacting to it. Literally none. Okay, I don't see any blobs over here on the left at the moment, so... It's not like they even move, like, just across the screen left to right as well. Sometimes they seem to move... I mean, they are moving left and right, but sometimes they feel like they're moving... Again, I don't know whether it's because of where I'm faking, or where I'm moving that makes them aim for when the boss shoots them out. But sometimes, yeah, look at the one above me, look at the one there. That looks like it's going to sort of much more upwards than sideways. I want them to be going sideways, I think, as probably as much as possible, but just to get them off the screen quicker. But again, I don't know. Wow. Wow, yeah. This is going to take a while. This is going to take a while. This is difficult, for at least for me. So yeah, don't go off screen for however long. Nope, that wasn't the laser. There may have been a way out of that, but blow me down if I could spot it. Just seem to have many spikes in the worst possible positions there. Okay, I am going to try and take this opportunity to get a lot more damage in at the beginning, because it always seems like, from this point on, I don't know which move you're going to do, but It always, wow, just blob out of nowhere. It always seems like the first one you do is a laser, and then after that are the mini spikes from the floor. So if it's always going to be the mini spikes, then I can sort of stay horizontally with horizontal level with this boss and not worry about getting lasered. Like here, for example, I'm piling on a lot of hits because I know it's not going to shoot the laser immediately, but after a certain point in time I want to get out of its way because I'm no good at all at being in the middle of the lasers and moving up and down with it. I can't do that, particularly since I've got no idea which direction it's going to go in. But yeah, now I can hopefully sort of get in a lot of hits by sort of knowing to stay at its horizontal level because wow, wasn't expecting that, because the next move will be the spikes rather than the laser. Oh wow, blob again out of nowhere. And freaking giant blobs as well, but not even like small things. They're bloody huge. Yeah, there's no question about it. I'm going to need a large dose of luck to beat this, which already doesn't have me feeling great because I just know there are just some attacks and certain things that you just know are awkward as all hell for you to, and you really struggle with. These blobs that just materialise back in are just, yeah, they're going to cause me no end of problems. And look at that, I actually thought I was doing really well there. I think I had him down to almost exactly half, or maybe one hit away from half. I was at 97 or something. But I thought I was doing really well there. And then all of a sudden, blob out of nowhere. The machine thing was up actually at the top of the screen, so I was actually confident that I would have been able to get some hits in when it next came down as well. So I was feeling pretty optimistic. And then, yeah, blob out of nowhere, run over. Wow. That felt like a good attack. I was able to sort of float down with the boss and get lots of hits in, but yeah, even though I've got a lot of bloody, it feels like it's got a lot of bloody HP actually. 192 didn't feel too much in the first one, but I'm really feeling the beefiness of his health bar here in terms of 192 hits. Bloody hell. Luck. I'm going to need luck. I'm going to need so much luck to get this done. These blobs are terrible. Anyway, I should stop whining. It's only been somewhere in the region of 15 minutes, I would imagine. Shouldn't be expecting to beat an I Want to Be boss in 15 minutes, but under normal circumstances, but no laser, please. I think whatever you do here, I'm stuffed. The fact that you didn't do any move at all was helpful, and then great. Paying attention, and that's my other problem. I'm paying the spikes I can appreciate. I feel like there's an obvious noise as well, and I think there is for the laser. But the problem with the laser is if it comes and I'm in the middle of the screen. Like, yeah, you hear that kind of charging up noise, but sometimes it honestly feels like it doesn't make that noise. And it just comes completely out of the blue. I can't look at the boss to see when it's doing that now. All my attention is focused entirely on the middle of the screen for these blobs. I can't take my eyes off those. If I do, I'm just going to end up going just phasing straight into one. The spikes I can still detect coming. The laser I can't. Wow. Do I need to get closer and deal more damage or something? I don't know. Would that help? Deal more damage and do it quicker. Obviously not more damage. I'm not doing any. Yeah, it's not like I'm hitting it twice for every one bullet I get, but you know what I mean. I'm doing the damage quicker because I'm shooting quicker because the bullets are hitting the boss quicker than going a long way across the screen. And giant blob from nowhere that I didn't see coming at all. The blobs seem as well like they're being fired in the direction that's sort of where I'm at initially, which is helpful to appreciate, but again, in the long run, there's just feels like there's just too much on screen for me to keep track of everything. These blobs are just they are horrible. I can't keep track of where the safe spots on the screen are going to be. Laser? Wow, really? And blob again, completely out of nowhere. I was cornered at the top of the screen, dodging a whole raft of mini spikes. There were some blobs already there, and then another blob just phased in and got me. I couldn't have. I had no idea it was there. Literally none. I'm stuffed. Oh, you did laser as well. Lovely. So you can potentially do the laser, a quick laser, in combination with the spikes. So that ruins my potential thinking first, right off the bat. Yeah, I don't want you to be doing that very much. That would be ridiculously nasty. Oh my god! Wow. I don't want to cut so early. I feel like, oh, you're probably enjoying my ranting about this at the moment, if you can call it a rant. But man, this is. I'm expecting to have to cut at some point in time to get by this, because I can't see myself doing this in the next, 10, 15, 20, whatever minutes. This is awkward as flip. I just can't. I can't keep track of the blobs. I'm going to need to get lucky and just, pile the damage on. Spikes. I don't see any at the top of the screen at the moment, so... Okay. Oh, wow! Blob out of nowhere! I was literally about to say, okay, I'm doing pretty well here. I've got you down below half. Blob out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere for me. I did not see one in that area that was going to phase back into the area I moved in at all. It literally came out of nowhere for me. I'm wondering whether there's any trick to trying to manipulate them to move in a certain position, because it seems like they flipping heck. It seems like when they are fired, they're aimed in my sort of direction. Like the cannon here is on its front, is moving, and it's sort of aiming more in that direction. But I can't get too close to the damn thing, otherwise I'll just obviously just whack straight into it. So I'm dead immediately here, I think. Wow, the fact that I survived that is a near miracle, but I've done sod all in the way of damage, methinks. Here come a whole bunch more. Oh, wow. Again, I there's nothing else to say other than blob out of nowhere. Blob out of nowhere. Not a clue it was there. I don't know whether that blended into the background as well, because it felt like it was really high up as well and out of the way of the water. So I don't know whether that was just made it more difficult to see as well, slightly, rather than being in the green. Assuming it is green. Heaven only knows in my eyes. The water, because at least the contrast there makes them, when they're actually in full view, easy enough to see, but... Oh, man. I'm going to need to get so fortunate on this boss. All I can say was I got incredibly fortunate there happened to be no blobs around there at that time. Come on. Oh! Did that charge up? I wasn't even the best I've done. I was about to again say, literally, it's like the game reads my mind in terms of thinking what I'm about to say. Where I think the furthest I got was 42. I was literally about to say, okay, this is the best run I've had so far. I might have even actually mentioned it at the end there after I got so het up now. I can't even remember whether I actually, in the heat of the moment, actually said that toward the end, just before I died there. But I was one shot short of it being the best I'd got. But honestly, did that laser charge? I didn't see or hear it. It felt like it came out of nowhere. The spikes, there's always a red button and a noticeable sound to me that I can detect its warning. That laser, I could hear a sort of a charging up noise. But honestly, the laser that just got me on that go where he only had 43 left, I honest to goodness, whether I was just focusing on the blobs or what, I honest to goodness did not hear the laser charge or see the flickering cores, the green cores in its body to indicate it was going to do that. I honestly to goodness didn't see it. Were they there? I really don't know. I'd have to look back at that. They could well have been. I could have just been focusing so much on the blobs that I didn't see it, but I honestly felt like it came completely out of nowhere and I didn't get the warning of it. Again, where did that come from? Literally, where did that come from? Oh my god. It'll go down eventually. I'm not, I've got far enough through now, a couple of times down to it having about 40 HP. So, it will go down. I have no worries that I'm going to be stuck here for hopefully, an eternity. Or an eternity and I want to be, fan game, standards, but I'm going to get the successful run will include a large dose of luck. It will have to, and that's just obnoxious. Trapping me up at the top of the screen and then keeping the lasers up that long, and positioning and being up that high at the top of the screen. Like I only just managed to avoid that because it ran out there, but. I feel like I'm missing out on so much damage because I don't want to be horizontally onto the damn thing because the lasers are going to get me. They're going to come out of nowhere and just surprise me. So, like that! Seriously! Again, did it? I'm actually almost somewhat tempted to stop there, just to cut, not completely cut, but to look at that and see whether or not there was any tell there, or whether that literally came out of nowhere. Because again, I swear that I had there was no advance warning that it was going to do that, which is just incredibly annoying. I'm focusing on so much else that's going on here. I think I'm a bit stuffed here. How I got out of that, I'll never know, but. No laser, no laser, no laser, no laser, you sod. It's at the top of the screen. If I'd moved to the top of the screen, I likely would have got stuffed at the top of the screen, so tried to move down, tried to get out of its range, and just by the look of it, clipped the bloody edge of the bottom laser. A little bit more floating downwards I would have been safe there, but no. Just couldn't quite fall down quick enough. There's a prime example. I mean, I know it seems to do that sort of short laser attack, but yeah, honestly, can it actually just do that, literally out of nowhere, with no warning? Possibly, I don't know. If it can, that's incredibly irritating because I just can't. There's too much. I feel like there's too much here to keep track of. I'll go to 40 minutes, and then I'll not going to be much progress, I'm afraid, in this part. It's going to be literally, well, yeah. I'm going to make beating this boss the last thing in this part now. But yeah, it's going to literally just be 3 screens, having got to this boss, and then yeah, this boss. And again, that's just stupid. You trap me at the top of the screen, had the laser on for ages, and there's literally nothing I can do about it. You went high up, I could not possibly get out of the range of that laser. I mean, if you're telling me that I'm supposed to preempt that by being low enough down that I would always be below the lasers, then you're having a laugh. You're literally having a laugh with all the other stuff that's going on. Yeah, this is, yeah. Going to be incredibly fortunate when I pull it off. I'll just happen to have a good run. The blobs will stay away from me. And you won't do the surprise laser and catch me off guard. But yeah, unless those things happen, I don't see how I'm going to do this. I mean, they'll happen eventually, because just by, you know, keeping at it for long enough. But look again there. The short, sharp one seems to be the same time as when the spikes come, but I honestly don't feel like you should be able to do both those moves at once. I feel like that's just not fair. Well, that was lucky. I'll freely admit that. And that was unlucky, and because again, blob literally out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere. I know you'll be telling me, oh, it wasn't out of nowhere. It was over there. It phased back in. If you'd paid more attention, you could have spotted it. But I'm sorry, I just can't. I can't keep track of that much. I don't want to use my eyesight as an excuse or anything like that, but I mean, it's definitely crummy when it comes to colour recognition, and I am, but you know, I'm not so short-sighted to the point where I need glasses for, like, you know, day-to-day living. So, but I don't know. There could very well be you know other issues with them that just mean I can't, unable to keep track of this much or something. I would like to suggest that is the case, though. I've beaten much tougher bosses than this. Don't you worry. This boss will go down, but yeah, there's I actually honestly feel like fun enough, this blob phasing in and out is one of the worst for me. Actually, not the boss itself in terms of overall difficulty, but just this type of attack where it phases in like that. Oh, sorry, phases out and phases in. For me, is one of the worst attacks a boss could possibly do. I really do feel that. Because it's just not impossible, but extremely difficult for me to keep track of where things are. Like there, I had no idea. Honestly, I had literally no idea. I felt like I should have moved down lower sooner there to try and get out of the way, but I had no idea where they were. I just thought, well, I'll try and hang up at the top of the screen as much as possible, try and stay out of the range of the spikes, but yeah, I like the short, sharp lasers when it's not in combination with the spikes. Maybe I don't! Maybe I don't! Again, mind reading. Mind reading, I want to be the guy bosses. The second I say something, there's a death to exactly that, or you even preempt where I'm going. Like, literally that go where I got him down to 43. I was a second away, if not actually saying it, having already said it, of saying, well, this is like my best go ever now. And I died on 40 with the boss having 43 HP, when actually my best was when he had 42 left. Unbelievable. Laser out of nowhere. Didn't see it coming at all. Not concentrating on the lasers because I can't, because I'm concentrating on the blobs. Yeah, fine. Listen, in fact, I'm going to make this the last go. I've run out of things to say. I'm literally just ranting on this at the moment. The boss will go down, no question, but it'll be a lucky run. It'll be a lucky run when it gets done. At the moment, I just have no idea of a strategy. of anything any semblance of a strategy. Other than just try and pay attention as much as I can at the moment to the blobs. Try not to be horizontal onto you in the middle, because that's going to happen, but yeah, not a fan of this boss. Unfortunately, the phasing in, phasing out blobs are just absolutely horrendous for me. But anyway, yeah, this boss will go down down in this part. No idea how long it'll take. I'll let you know. But yeah, not going to like this boss, I'm afraid. It's going to rely. I'm going to have to be relying so heavily on luck to get it done. Yeah, right, royal bugger. You bastard! You bloody bastard! And literally within 2 minutes of cutting again. I kid you not, that probably wasn't the first go, or maybe even the second go, but it's not even been 2 minutes since I cut and started and saying, yeah, I'll cut to the successful run. You bastard! Why? Oh, screw you. Yes, I hope. Let's wait for all of those to get out of the way. Not having any traumas on that. Right, that was about 25 minutes additional after I cut, so not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, as I said, I felt like that just I probably had a pretty fortunate run there. There was obviously a fair dose of skill in there, I'd like to think as well, but yeah, I'm not going to lie, there are bound to be places in that run where I got pretty damn lucky. So, yay, I think I'll call it there. It's been long enough for this video. Apologies, it's been pretty much nothing else but clearing, well, only 3 screens and a boss. But yeah, grinding away on a boss is yeah, to be expected in I Wanna Be games. And yeah, that one sure had its fair share of luck that I needed a large dose of good fortune to get through it. But yeah, I'll call it there, and hopefully see you next time, where I'm certainly hoping that I will be able to get through at least the last 7 screens of stage 16, and who knows, depending on how they go, we may even pick up a little bit of stage 17. Oh yay, the mirror hard mode, looking so not looking forward to that. But yeah, I'll leave it there, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, cheerio.